Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my show. I'm Dr. Lott from Acupuncture is My Life. Now, on today's episode, I'd like to discuss a topic that so many people are concerned about these days, and that's the coronavirus and flu season. Now, millions have been infected by the coronavirus and have survived to not really understand the devastating effect it's had on multiple organs within their body. There are cases today where people are concerned as to having gotten over the virus, but are feeling subtle pain and discomfort in their heart, kidney, liver, intestines, as well as other organs. Now, when you get a moment, please watch the episode on the acupuncture, the coronavirus, and multiple organs. It may be in your best interest to do so. And if you find yourself feeling as if something's wrong long after having been infected with this virus, please consult your primary care physician to discuss matters further. Now, many people are confused as to the difference as well as similarities that this novel virus has compared to the flu. For starters, both diseases have a similar presentation, and that being they're both respiratory diseases. And both have similar mechanisms of transmission, although it appears that COVID-19 is more transmissible than the flu. Now, the speed of transmission is slightly different between the two, whereby the flu has a shorter time before symptoms present itself, i.e. shorter incubation period, as opposed to the coronavirus, which can take up to 14 days before symptoms actually present. Now, during this time, you can still transmit the virus to others. It appears that children present and transmit the flu virus more so than they do COVID-19. The coronavirus is often asymptomatic, and it appears to be more deadly in comparison. Now, I've been asked, how does an acupuncturist diagnose and treat influenza? Now, in traditional Chinese medicine, influenza is viewed under the scope of epidemic cold disease because of its severity and transmissibility, as well as the severity of its systemic symptoms and organ involvement and overall complications. Now, acupuncturists view the flu virus as being caused by an exterior wind attacking a person with an inadequate resistance to exterior pathogens, whereby pathogenic wind lodges in the interstitial layer between the skin and the muscles. The primary symptom of the flu is fever, as being caused by epidemic toxicity. Secondary symptoms include productive cough, congestive chest, and dyspnea, which is viewed as being caused by pathogenic heat accumulating in the lungs, leading to failure of lung qi to descend and disperse. Now, in traditional Chinese medicine, there are 4 basic patterns of influenza. Now, those are 1, wind heat attacking the protective level. In this case, a person would display symptoms of high fever with slight aversion to wind, a headache, and general body aches, sore throat with thirst. Now, the patient would have a thin yellow tongue coating with a floating and rapid pulse. 2, pathogenic heat affecting both protective and qi levels. In this case, the fever would be much more worse, and the patient would have a red face with thirst and irritability, and also dark urine. There would be some lower back pain to accompany general body aches. The patient would have a red tongue with a rapid, floating, bounding pulse. Now, 3 is heat accumulation in the lung. In this case, the patient would have a high fever, thirst with chest congestion, cough with sticky yellow sputum, and there may even be some blood in the sputum as well. Now, there would also be irritability, restlessness with cyanotic lips. The patient would also have a red tongue with yellow coating and also have a rapid pulse. 4 is heat lodged in the pericardium. In this case, the patient would have a persistent fever with a sensation of heat all over the body with cold extremities. The headache would be very severe with irritability and restlessness, and the tongue would be dark red with a rapid, thready, flooding pulse. Now, my approach to treating influenza is I would look to disperse the exterior pathogens by using herbs that clear heat and relieve toxicity if it's in its initial stage. Now, if it has already progressed to the interior, I would focus on clearing heat and relieving toxicity along with dispersing lung qi and clearing heat from the heart. Some acupuncture points I would consider would be lung 5, lung 10, large intestine 11 with stomach 44, GV 14 and Sanjiao 5, along with others depending on the presenting symptoms and the person's constitution. Now I hope this answers some questions individuals may have regarding acupuncture, the coronavirus, and influenza. Now don't forget to subscribe to my show. And until next time, acupuncture is my life. What's yours?